Bianca. All right, so lunchbox, check. Coloring contest, check. Okay, so we have MOMosa inspired questions. Oh, thank you. It's a new addition to the store. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, so we're going to ask some questions. You guys are going to give some feedback. These are all anonymous just because that's how we do it. And so we're going to start with, here's an interesting one. No, I didn't, Sarah, but that was cool. Maybe they'll come back. Chris, come on. It's not funny. All right. Suggested questions. Here we go. Okay. How do you keep, and it says we because this is for the group, how do we keep our husbands in love with us? What do we do to keep the spark alive, especially if you think it's burning out? Well, I'm going to start with a Brazilian bikini wax because I have a $100 gift certificate to the Lunchbox store. So that's what I will be doing to keep the spice alive. No, but seriously. Hey, hello, Trey. Yes, no, he hung it up. I think it's super creepy and weird. He hung it up. Okay. Clarissa Giller did not receive an email, though she registered. Okay, we're going to have to start writing these things down. All right, so what do you do to keep the spice alive in marriage, okay? Find out his love language and learn to speak it, Samantha Marie says. Bring him beer, Jennifer. I'm thinking that's probably a good one. Keep dating. Oh, that's interesting, Michelle. I like that. So don't stop date nights. Hit him with a rolling pin. What? Dating other people. Who said that? No, you can't date other people if you're married. You date your own spouse. Stop it. Whoever said that, there's no other dating. Unless you're into that and that's your thing and that's none of my business. Okay. Devin says give him the eggplant. Or wait, no, you would take... Okay, that was wrong. I know, that's kind of weird. Anyway, date night. I like that. Okay, let's see. Is there any other? Hello from Kansas, Brenda. What else to keep it alive? The love language is key. We're all very different. I agree with that. We definitely don't share, making meatloaf. We definitely don't share a love language. Take your clothes off, Lori says. Okay, there we go. Flirt. I like that. Okay, now, let's see. Let's look at this. Give him a kiss for no reason. That's sweet. All right. Let's look at this. Which discipline techniques do you find effective when your children are toddler age? What would you do with a toddler who hits or punches? How do you stop that? Okay, so how do you discipline your toddler and how do you stop them from hitting or punching or kicking? I will answer that with, hello, Kelly from Philly. I will answer that with, I never spanked when I caught my kids hitting because I don't think you reinforce a hit with a hit. I'm not going to lie. I have spanked my kids. I have been a spanker at times and a flip-flop swatter at times. Hello, Aunt Diana. But we totally use timeout. There we go. Think positive enforcement or timeout. We totally use positive enforcement. We totally use behavior modification. We use tickets and sticker charts and all sorts of other stuff as well. And good, Kaylee, redirect the attention. But definitely remove a child who is hitting, kicking, punching, or whatever from the situation and timeout for sure. Consequences, Robin. Yes, you definitely need to be firm. Toddlers can drive you crazy. Totally get it. Happy birthday to Erica's son. But I think a timeout chair, in our house anyway, definitely has worked. Absolutely has worked. Let's see. Now this one, I cannot answer this question. So I need the divorced moms in the group who have dealt with this before. I need you to help answer this one. My daughter does not care for her father. He is an alcoholic. We are still married, not living together. He is not paying support and only gives money when he wants to see her. She is 11 and he contacts her on her phone. When we were together, he was never there for her. How should I handle this if he wants to see her? Remember, she does not care for him. So that is super tough. So we have a parent who is not living in the home, the dad, who wants to spend time with the daughter, but she really doesn't want to reciprocate that. What should the mom do in that situation? Do you guys have any advice for this mom? Hello, Bethy. Oh, Sadie, that's a tough one. Yes, it does, Christy. Agreed with you there. So let's see. Danny says at her age, it is her choice if she wants to see her father or not. Leave it up to your daughter. She shouldn't be talking about, she didn't say she was talking about the dad in front of the daughter. She just said she wants to know how she should approach it with her daughter. Angela says leave it up to her. Discuss it with the dad. I think if she doesn't want to see him, she's old enough at 11 to make that choice. Hang out with the dad and the daughter together. I don't know if it's a strained relationship or not. Talk positively about him. Therapy if you can. Don't force her, Amanda says. I definitely see a lot of, at 11, she might be able to make her own choice on that. And that's definitely a tough one, for sure. Don't force it, Jessica says. Daisy says, been there, done that, so it's tough. Agreed. Okay. Mom of 5. Her husband is gone for 3 weeks. He is offshore. She is losing her mind. She cannot find motivation. And her biggest issue is, how do I get the kids to respect me when dad is not home to help lay down the law? What should I do to get some respect? I think that goes back to the positive reinforcement that we were just talking about with toddlers. You can use those. Her kids are age 12, 10, 9, 6, and 3. Good Lord, you have your hands full, Mama. Back to that positive reinforcement. And if they're not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, like being respectful and using the correct tone with you as their parent, you need to nip that right in the bud and make sure that they're losing out on something that if they're not giving you what you need. It is a good choice, yes. So if they're not giving you, lay down the law. Get that respect from your kids. I know I can't imagine having 5 of them and my husband being gone for 3 or 4 weeks at a time. But I know that you need to make sure that you are letting them know that you will not accept that behavior or that tone with them. And if there's an iPad or whatever it is that they want to have that time with, they need to earn that time. They need to earn that time with whatever that is. And Renee is correct. Be consistent. Teach the tone. Lay down the law. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, and that's got to be tough. I can't imagine 3 or 4 weeks. I sent my husband on a golf weekend one time, and I was like, you better come home. It is getting crazy here. And he was only gone for 3 days. Okay. All right, here's a fun one. Here's a fun one. Hey, Terry. Hey, Renee. All right, here's a fun one. Mom Halloween costumes. Where is the line? What is too far? Are there some options for mom costumes that are sexy but not over the line? So what is okay for a mom costume? Oh, that's cute. Because I can think of some that aren't okay. So what would be a good mom costume that's not too far over the line, but enough that it's like, ooh, look at her getting out of that Honda Odyssey all dressed up in her Halloween costume looking like a hot milkshake mama. So what do we got? Anything you want to wear. Okay, well, but it's got to be Halloween-y. The maid. Hey, Jennifer, the maid costume. Let's see. Terry's here. Hey, Maria. I'm a mom, and my husband and I are going to be Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's cute. Hey, hello, welcome. Depends on what you're well, what are you going to go as? If you want it to be, I don't know who that is. Who's Harlequin?
From the new movie.
What movie?
Suicide Squad.
Oh, Suicide Squad. Just kidding. I knew who that was. A mask. Any mask. Princess Leia. Okay, the milkmaid. Oh, my. Oh. 70s glamour chick. A pair of ears. I don't get it. Oh, like cat ears? Okay. Yeah. Match with your kids. Daphne and Fred. Oh, we've thought about that because we have Velma and Daphne. Those are our dogs' names. Yeah, so that's hysterical. Clink. Cheers to that. You can do whatever you want. Just make sure that all your body parts are covered up if you're going to trick or treat with your kids and you don't have any cheekies hanging out, okay? It's fine. Don't let the cheeks hang out or the bubbalas, as long as you're keeping it all in. Jessica Rabbit. There you go. Black Widow. Tomb Raider. Oh, business manager loves her. His list is quite long with the people that he would have on his list, if you will. Got a very, very long list. Okay. This one is tough. And I don't want to run out of time. This one hits close to home for me. But, oh, that's awesome, Samantha. I want a picture of that, please. They're going to Scooby-Doo. My son's teacher wants to have a presentation with his general education class about kids with learning disorders on the autism spectrum. While I have no issue with her doing that, she wants to talk to the class about my son specifically. Should I be okay with this? There's so much to think about here. Like, I'm sure he realizes he's a bit different, but we haven't had the talk with him yet, so that's an issue. Then there's the ever worrisome thought that they might tease him for being different. I just don't know what to do. It could be good for everyone, but it might not. I just feel uneasy. Okay. Here's the thing, and this is just my sense on it because I have an autistic child. I have talked with my child time and again. He knows that there's something different. My son has brain damage from birth where he has mild cerebral palsy. He has autism as a learning disability, and he's on the spectrum. He's been labeled with every single thing you can possibly think of. I do not think I would single him out in front of the class to say this child is different. I think that the teacher is trying to form inclusion, but I don't know that that's the best way to do it. I think talking about it in more abstract terms instead of taking one kid to the front, because first of all, kids that are on the autism spectrum definitely process stuff way differently. If I were to stick my son in the front of the room and then talk about how different he was in front of these other kids, I think that would be very stressful for him. I do not have an age. For this child. So that's my personal opinion. But once again, that's just me. I have a son on the autism spectrum. He knows he has autism. However, I would not allow that. Don't single him out. No, you cannot put him on the spot. I would say no. They are not so, well, they have some, definitely have issues with being social. He's no different. Expand on the good. He will be special, but don't single him out. I don't have an age. I'm sorry. I'm sorry on that. So, ask the teacher if she's ever done that before and talk about the previous thing. It might be a little bit weird. Yeah, I think so. I don't know that I'd be okay with that. And I've actually had one of my children singled out for a specific issue before, made them very uncomfortable in front of the class. Yeah. Okay, so next. Are you ever really ready to give birth? I am almost ready to have my son, but I am nervous. Should I get an epidural? Should I get an epidural? Hold on, let me have a drink on that one. Yes, you should get an epidural. Why do I say that? I say that because I have had 3 children. I did not have an epidural with my first child. My first child, this was, number one, it's your first kid, so you don't really know what you're doing, okay? And it's a really stressful situation. Now, I said that I didn't want one, so I didn't get one. Well, it comes time for all of this business to start happening. I'm up in the stirrups. I'm ready to go. I'm crying. I'm screaming. I'm all out of sorts. All of a sudden, interns start walking in. Doctors are walking in. People I've never met start walking in. They're talking. They're stressed. There's something wrong. We don't know what's going on. Oh my gosh. Apparently, mismatched, upside down, some such nonsense. The doctor is trying to move the baby. The nurse is talking to him. It's this big stressful situation. He turns and says, the baby is stuck. I have to turn him. She hands him a bottle of Astroglide lubrication. He looks at it, flips out, starts screaming at the nurse while I'm in the middle and they're telling me not to push. Don't push, hold it. I'm looking at the doctor, I'm looking at the nurse. He's got a handful of Astroglide lubricant, chucks it across the room, hits a nurse in the head. Ah! I'm still standing there waiting to be like, can I push or what? Now, I remember all of it. I didn't have an epidural with number 1. I didn't have an epidural with number 2. I had an epidural with number 3. To each their own. If you want one, have one. If you don't want one, don't have one. You might change your mind for the second baby. Either way, your birth plan, your business. But I will never forget my nurse getting hit in the face with a tube of Astroglide as they scream back and forth at each other at this big mess that's in the delivery room. Oh my gosh. So, with that being said, do your research on an epidural. Check everything out. I've had it both ways. But it's definitely, as Brenda says, it's a personal choice. It's your body. You know your pain tolerance. You know what you can do. Whether you've had an epidural or not, because I've gone both ways, I can tell you, you do forget. You do forget about the pain afterwards. You totally do forget. You're not, yeah, it is what it is. So, and if you don't, yeah, why suffer? It's definitely you suffer. It's birth. You're giving birth. You're pushing a human out. Okay? You're there, everything is up, and a human is exiting your body. It's rough, okay? I'm not going to lie to you. It's rough. And you never really think about it, but so many people get to see your hoo-ha, and you don't even know them. And then you don't care. Meh. Agreed. Ellen, done both, personal choice. Done both, there you go. Yeah, so it is what it is. It is what it is. And you never really care about your hoo-ha ever again because everybody sees it when you go in there. It's a beautiful miracle, Amber. It's a beautiful miracle. It's a beautiful miracle. It was. So with that being said, I have had, my oldest is going to be 6 this month. And I got the opportunity to see a friend last week and hold their baby. And let me tell you something. That is dangerous because I have not held a newborn in years. And I held that newborn and I snuggled on that newborn and I kissed on that newborn and I loved on that newborn and I was rubbing that newborn on I was sniffing up that newborn. I got home and I was like, oh, business manager, you look really good tonight. Do you want to come meet me over here? If I were not fixed, there would be a problem in my home because that baby made me go crazy in my brain because I started thinking about babies again. I do not need another baby. I cannot have another baby, but if I could, there would have been a very remorseful situation afterwards if I had gotten myself knocked up because I'm telling you, I got the baby fever. I was snuggling on that baby. I was loving on. I said, oh, I need me another baby. I don't need a baby at all, okay? So let me tell you, if you are considering that you are done with your family, you need to make a choice, okay? Get that locked up down there, get some things sniffed. Do not go holding a newborn baby if you are on the fence as to what you want to do. You will end up pregnant, okay? Because I am telling you, Devin, I was ready to try to seduce the business manager, okay? Baby fever. It was bad. So I had to lock it up. Now, mind you, I'm already fixed. I was running like an Olympian to get my tubes tied after baby number 3, but good Lord, I was baby fevering it all over the place. Ugh, look, Becky said she had it too. No, snippy. Yeah, yep. Okay, so let's mark that off the list. Okay. What?
Talk about seeing the feeds on the website.
I'll do that last. Okay, so do you guys want to hear some other exciting news? I'll wait. You give me a thumbs up if you want to hear something exciting, and I'll tell you if you do. Give me a thumbs up. Do you like my singing voice? It's really bad. So can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up? There we go. Look at what I have. Can you guys see this? It's backwards, I think. It says Scoop the Poop. And there's my name. My manuscript is here. Scoop the Poop is going to the editor on tomorrow. Here it is. This is the book. Are you guys ready? It's here. I was standing in Staples waiting for this, and I got 2 copies, and it's here. Don't give up my day job from a singing. It's rough. I know. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. So it goes to the editor. Would you guys like to hear an excerpt? Do you want me to read you something, like a bedtime story? Would you guys like a little one? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay, so you want to hear it a little bit? Give me a page number and I'll flip to it and I'll read it. Tell me a page number I should go to. Tell me a page. I'm flipping right now. Not the whole page. I'll read a little bit, but I need a page number. I need a page number. Let's see. What are we saying? Everybody says yes, 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 read it. What page number should I open to? Ursula says yes. Sarah says yes. Everybody's saying yes. Give me a page number. Stinking. All right, let's see. 19. 33. 33. 33 it is. Okay, here we are. My book, Scoop the Poop, page 33. Oh, this isn't funny. Okay. You have a beautiful soul. I try very hard to remember that when you are kicking and screaming, when we are in public and I have to leave the store or restaurant because you have a meltdown that's a level 10. I cry when you hit me or when you hit your brother and sister. When you scream and cry and I just can't figure out what has set you off, I try. I promise that I will always try and I will always love you. You are not your brain damage. You are not your autism. You are my son. You are my comedian. You are a boy full of energy and ideas. You are my shadow. I love every piece of you. I cannot fix you because you are not broken. You are a puzzle that was put together with a different method. It's my job to care for you and love you just the way you are. Perfectly imperfect, just like the rest of us. So that was about my son, who's autistic. That was page 33. That was not a funny piece of the book. But it is definitely part of my heart, part of my little man. So this is very exciting. I'm very, 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 very excited about this. It goes to the editor tomorrow, so that goes off to her. Yeah, that was real. Okay, so I'm excited about that. Oh, give me page 50. All right, that's it. We'll have to play this game again, for sure. But I'm hoping that this is going to be out and in your hands next month. Okay? Like, we're trying really, really, really hard. So it is exciting. Well, I cried while I was writing it, Angela, but I'm kind of overly excited right now because lots of things are going on and lots of things are starting to move, and it's very exciting time. Very exciting time right now. And so, read one funny part. That's tough, guys. Let me see. You guys are killing me. I was sitting on the couch the other night staring blankly at the television. To be honest, I don't remember the show. I just remember being tired. It was 10:15. No one was asking me a question. The dishes were done, the laundry was folded, and it was pin drop quiet. That was until my husband walked out of the office and asked me, "What are the odds tonight?" If you're married, you know what this means. This was his clever way of asking if we were going to do it. To be honest, it was the last thing on my mind. I wanted to snuggle up in a blanket and dream about being single and childless for the evening. I wanted to do anything but it. I looked at my husband and said, "Chances are slim to none." His crappy reply, "Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot to make an appointment." This conversation happens at least once a week. It boggles my mind. I am sitting on the couch close to comatose and all he wants to do is mount me in my stained t-shirt and flannel pajama pants. So with that statement, I continued the conversation. "Aren't you tired?" I asked. "Yes, but I'm never too tired to do it." I just don't get it. How can he not be tired? I am way too damn tired. You've probably been there, attempting to get mounted in your pajama pants and flannel PJs. But yes, the D is in there for sure. There's plenty of eggplant. You got to make an appointment. So, all right. Okay, so very exciting. Thank you guys so much for another absolutely successful MOMosa Monday. I should take pre-orders on the book. I don't know. I'll ask the business manager about that. Wine's Day wine glasses should be in, yeah? Soon?
Should be in this week.
They should be in this week. So if you ordered a Wine's Day wine glass, they should be in this week. If not, get on there and order one. We should be drinking Wine's Day wine very, very, very shortly.
$5 coupon and the calming thing if they register, or it will be in the newsletter tomorrow.
Okay, if you've not registered for the email for the newsletter, go ahead and do that now. It's on the Facebook page. It's also right on the blog page. And that means, good night, Heidi. That means you get a $5 off coupon this week. Webpage live right on our website, and you can watch us here live. So you guys, there's a new coloring page. It's coming out in tomorrow's newsletter, right? Tomorrow's newsletter, yeah. So, oh, business manager, why is there such a delay when I'm trying to post? We're working on that. So you guys have an absolutely fantastic night. I'm so glad you came and hung out. It was tons of fun to read a little bit from the book. And I will see you again for Wednesday, on Wednesday. I haven't received any emails, but I did register. We will check in on that. Thank you. These will be in the store later tonight. You guys have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye.
You're still live. You're still live.
Where are we live?
Two.
On here still?
You're still live.
How long does it take? Come on, business manager.